But let's move on to the most important question of this podcast, in my opinion, Vedant, and I know you have prepared for this. So the stage is yours now, and the question is, how was the Dakar Rally 2023's first half?
Yeah. So I mean, as always, 1st of January, Dakar Rally is already in gear because prologue is on 31st and it's already underway. They have a small ceremony to celebrate the new year and all those things. But it's the Dakar. It's the rally of the rally raid of the year, right? And from what we have seen from the media, like the Dakar YouTube, is basically that this is the toughest Dakar that anyone remembers. Even the more experienced riders are calling it an extreme event in a way. Bike 7 cancelled because of conditions. It
The bike's world champion, I believe, dropped out, or basically, had to quit because of an injured shoulder 50 kilometers into stage one. That was
Yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
before the
Like
weather
that
hit.
was just the starting. Sam Sutherland, the defending champion of Dhaka, had to retire on
Yeah.
stage one, and it rained for 2 stages. There was flooding everywhere. The trucks were helping the cars out. It was a complete show of what the Dakar can bring to you. But let's get into the standings after 8 stages after the first week, because today is the rest day. And yeah, so obviously the defending champion Toyota's Nasser Al Attiyah is leading with over an hour of leading by over an hour.
Over an
Yeah,
hour and a half.
over his teammate Heng Latrigan. But yeah, the Toyotas are leading. The Audis are nowhere. Audis are. It seems that the Audis are too vulnerable, right? Because Stefan Peter Hansel crashed out on stage 6. His co and Carlos Sainz Sr. crashed out on the exact same place, and they also had to make exact same place.
Oh, really? I
Exact
didn't know
like
that.
there was a
Wow.
dune, so they jumped the dune. Peter Hansel was crashed here, and Sainz was crashed, 50, 60 yards to the left.
Wow.
So and Carlos Sainz had to make so many repairs, and like he won stage 2. Carlos Sainz Senior won stage 2, but he has had a major setback since then. He won stage 8 as well, but was given a 5-minute penalty, so he fully
I
finished.
thought Sebastian Loeb won stage 8.
He won Sainz won stage 8, but was given a penalty.
Oh, okay, okay,
So
okay.
Loeb got first and Atia got second, but Carlos Sainz Senior is almost 30 hours behind
Yeah.
the lead,
Yeah.
right? And then the third Audi, Matthias Ekstrom, who also had issues in stage 7. And as I said, the Audis seem very vulnerable.
And that is after the Audis were given an extra 11 horsepower after a few stages.
Yeah, because again, you can have the power, but if you are breaking down and if you are crashing all the time, you won't finish. You won't finish. You'll. I mean, Carlos Sainz Senior had too many punchers as well. Not even reliability, just punchers. So it's a difficult rally for Audi. Top three are all Toyotas. Top two are the Toyota factory team. Third place is a customer team. Fourth, Sebastian Loeb is in fourth, just under 2 hours behind the lead. So Nasser Aratia can easily defend his crown and be a 5-time Dakar winner by 14th of January. That's the cars. In the bikes, we had, as you said, Sam Sutherland crashing, withdrawing from stage 1, but USA's Kyler House is leading merely 1 minute and 13 seconds ahead of both Kevin Benavides and Mason Klein. So it's so close for the top 3, and for the top 3, 30 minutes separate the top 12,
Wow.
which means even one incident for anybody
And they're
can,
out of the running.
yeah,
And,
can
and,
change
and this
everything.
is after 9 days of running where we've seen what's happened to the cars and the bikes, but the bikes are still so close in contention, which goes to show the quality of that grid, you could say. Uh, would say. Uh, and they're navigating by themselves. They are riding obviously by themselves.
Yeah.
And there was a marathon stage in between, which I think that was the day it got cancelled, where the riders and the
Yep.
drivers had to. They basically didn't have any help overnight, and they had to set up
Yeah,
camps
they
by
didn't have the
themselves.
motorhomes. They didn't have anything else. Yeah, yeah.
They didn't have any mechanics to help them repair their vehicles or anything. It was all up to them, and it was 2 days straight of running, not even a change of clothes, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, but I'll tell you why the bikes is so exciting. Like, bikes are all obviously always exciting because they lead out the track, and they are the ones that create the tracks, right? But the reason they are so much more exciting this time out is because of a new rule which gives a 1.5 seconds for every kilometer you lead out front. Whoever wins today's stage will start tomorrow's stage at front, in first place, right? So usually what people do is they don't opt to win stages. They try to stay second or third, and just stay in contention till the end. Now, to discourage that, the Dakar organization has uh, like brought out a new rule to award 1.5 seconds for every kilometer in the lead till the first refueling point to the rider who leads out.
Yeah.
So if someone wins the stage today and leads out tomorrow, so they'll get the 1.5 into kilometers advantage tomorrow. So that obviously changes things, and even if you get a penalty or something, you can basically regain all that time and earn more time based at advantage. So it's very interesting. This rule is very important in a way, and it's very interesting as well. Like, moving on, Ross Branch jumped stage 8 yesterday, which gives him and Hero Rally team their second stage wins each, which is incredible if you think about it. Heroes are started racing in the Dakar for 7 years now. So, and when they started, they were nowhere, right? But now they have two stage wins, one last year, one this time. So yeah, it's interesting there as well. But the most important, the most not important, but incredible scene was stage 8, when the bikes weren't racing and the cars had to lead out and navigate without any trail marks, right? So that was like, you saw the view from the helicopter, and it was incredible. Also, since the war in Ukraine and Russia, the Kamaz trucks aren't allowed to enter, which means that the trucks category is potentially wide open, because otherwise they get 4 or 5 trucks. Like, the Kamaz team gets 4 or 5 trucks, and they take the entire podium. And it's been like that since I remember, just looking at Dakar, right? So it's very open, the trucks category as well. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Vedant, for that wonderful Dakar rally so far. And as always, I'm assuming and I'm hoping that you'll bring us the full recap at the end
Yeah,
of this
definitely,
week when the Dakar
definitely.
rally comes to a close.
I mean,
But yeah,
my day ends with watching the 10-minute highlight reel of the Dakar and making notes. So yeah, it's a good.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it's been an exciting Dakar so far. There's been so much happening. The weather elements have wreaked havoc on everybody. And if you look at the pictures coming out of bivouacs, it looks soggy and
Yeah.
not fun at all
I mean-
after a long day of driving and riding.
Yeah, I mean-
after a long day of driving and riding.
Yeah, I think it was stage 4 or 5. At the night of stage 4 or 5, even the bivouacs got flooded. So it's I don't know. You never expect that sort of weather in the desert, right? You expect
really-
rain, but
Yeah, it's really pushing the human endurance to the limit this time around. So much so that like you pointed out, the organizers had to call off a day for the riders.
exactly. Yeah.
And had to halt the rally at some point. Basically, red flag the rally.
Yeah, like
to
there
ensure
have been
everybody's safety.
multiple stages even shortened down for safety reasons. Yeah.
So clearly, the Dakar is not to be messed with, even if you've been